success.
There you go, David.
Good morning. Yeah, it's been recorded. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I guess just quickly from me in terms of an opening statement, I just want to congratulate, first of all, the PCB and the West Indies Cricket Board for this initiative of combining both the women's national team plus an A team on the same tour. I think that's a fantastic initiative and something that you don't see often in the female game. I know it did happen a couple of years ago with the Australian national side and their A team. I know our men's team recently did it in New Zealand, but I just want to congratulate them that they're looking at this as an opportunity to grow the female game. Secondly, obviously we've got a lot of cricket coming up, so again provides a wonderful opportunity over this next 3 or 4 weeks, which sort of sets the platform leading into what would be a very busy year going ahead. And finally, I think everyone's just to let you know, everyone's really excited about the opportunity for us to play 14 games across the 2 squads within this short space of time. So questions when asked.
Thank you, David, for your opening statement. We'll start with Sohail Bhai, and after that Kader Khwaja. So Sohail Bhai, over to you.
Yeah, hi David. David, national team and the A team traveling together first time. What are the goals you have set for yourself and the team?
Yeah, like anything, we go to win. We're playing 14 games, and the goal would be to win 14 games. I think that's really important to set that as a background to anything. You're there to win games of cricket. Yes, we have an A team, so that there might be certainly within that group or those games, there might be an element of giving players more of an opportunity. But certainly from as a benchmark, we're picking teams that we believe will win games of cricket, and that's the message that the players have received.
Kader?
David, good morning. How much focus has been on the fielding in the recent camps, and how do you see fitness of the players now?
Yeah, look, it's a big focus. It's something that we identified after the trip to South Africa and Zimbabwe, that we felt certainly our movement and our sideways movement and our agility was under what we wanted and what we expected. So that's that area of fitness is an area that we've looked at certainly over the last 3 or 4 months. You mentioned fielding, yeah, again, that's in our control. And again, I think what we've seen certainly in the last couple of camps is that the fielding standards have risen. And I think that's generally, for me, that's certainly been down to the fact that now we're physically fitter, we're able to move a bit quicker. So we're taking more catches, the ground fielding's better, there's not so many missed fields. So the list goes on and on. But I think the two combine well. The fact that you're upskilling in terms of the amount of catches that you take. But if you're physically fitter and you're able to move quicker and get into better positions, then obviously it's a win-win from both points.
Usman?
Hello, David. Hope you are in good health. My question is that 3 different captains of all the teams. How do you see the prospect behind it?
Yeah, thanks, Usman. Yeah, look, it's obviously we've got Javeria as the national captain. I think Sidra, we've used her on camps throughout. So actually, since my time, obviously she's the wicketkeeper. She's in a very good position. She gets involved in field positions anyway, and movement of fields because she's checking the field. So we decided to use that certainly from a national point of view and have her as a vice captain. So she's a good sounding board for Javeria. Alia did a good job in South Africa, and she is still growing and learning that role as vice captain. So again, it'll be good for her to sit in those meetings. But we've decided to go with Sidra as the vice captain. Similarly with the T20 one-day side, Sidra's been will play in the A team because we've been utilising Muniba Ali as the wicketkeeper. So again, from a leadership point of view, she will help grow those younger players within that setup. And similarly then with Ramin Shamin taking over the 50 over, because Sidra will flip back into the 50 over national team, it gives a really good opportunity for for Ramin to manage that group of players. Again, she's been doing that on camp, so it's not, the roles themselves aren't new for the players. We've been purposely on the games that we've had, inter-squad games we've had on camps, we've been purposely giving people opportunity to lead, so that we do cover all bases if we need to at certain stages.
I understand Suhail Bhai had another question. After Suhail Bhai, will take the question from Chaudhry Ashraf Bhai.
David, do you think the tour is being arranged in a hurry? It would be much better if management and players knew it well before the time and prepared themselves accordingly in the camp?
Look, in terms of the to another country, and that's why we had a camp in April. Unfortunately, due to COVID, with that tour to another country had to get postponed in the middle of May. So we were actually preparing through that phase for a tour. The players knew that we were preparing for a tour. A few days after that tour got cancelled, the West Indies actually contacted Wasim Khan. I guess it was a little bit late. We had been speaking to the West Indies about having a tour at a similar stage, so it wasn't as if it was sort of out the blue, and the players had been preparing for a tour anyway. So really, it was more the I guess the logistically from the office staff, could they have enough time in terms of organising things from a player point of view and from a coaching point of view. We've been preparing to tour, so. The fact that it's no different location is no change for us. It was more whether or not logistically we could put it together. And again, I think that the members of the staff working behind the scenes have been fantastic in terms of putting this together and getting us to where we're going to be going tomorrow.
Chaudhry Saab and then Anas Said.
David, hopefully you and all team fine and ready to face West Indies. My question is this, what you foresee the result of this series?
Well, I'm hoping for the national side will win all 8 games and the A team will win all 6. So I'm hoping for 14-0. Look, at the end of the for us, that's the goal. We go in there to win every game. So it's as simple as that. In terms of, I guess the key thing from what we're looking for is performance, and are we continuously improving performance? And that will be the outcome is the win, but are we improving game by game, session by session, however we want to break it down? And that's the most important thing. As I say, we're building up to a very important years worth of cricket with the qualifiers in December, and part of that is making sure that we're playing consistently well. So that will be the check for us: is are we ticking the boxes that we need to tick? Yes, we want to win all 14, and that will be the background to everything. But we've just got to make sure that sometimes you play well and still lose. So as long as we're playing well and we're putting ourselves in positions to win games, and we're doing that consistently, then we'll be happy with that.
Anas Said and then Yusuf Anjum.
Coach, Bismah Maroof took break from international cricket. How much her absence will be missed?
Yeah, again, this has been discussed before. I think Bismah, in terms of not just the leadership that she brings on and off the field, is one element, but also it's the runs that she scores. So, both those facets are really important. So yes, she has been missed, but as I said at the time, we've once we knew Bismah wasn't going to be around, we had to sort of move on. You have to move on quickly because we've still got players that can contribute and can win games of cricket for Pakistan. Javeri has taken over, has been vice captain, had been around those and managed that role before, but now has sort of stepped into the full-time captaincy position over this period, and she's doing really well. She's now, I guess, understanding the challenges of leading a group of players and what that means. So we're really happy with how she is going. It's a different sort of challenge for her, obviously, because when you do have to make decisions that impact the game, when you're vice captain, there's more about sort of making suggestions, and you don't sort of, in my own experience anyway, as a vice captain, you don't sort of sit with that, carrying the can for that decision. The captain does. So that's a good learning opportunity for her. And I say, at the moment, we're certainly really pleased with the direction that's going. And again, being a player less or a player down, it provides another opportunity for someone else to step up.
All right, so we'll take last two questions now. Yusuf Bhai first and then Abbas Bhai.
David, in past, many women cricketers have suggested to start a women PSL to PCB. Do you think it would be a great idea?
Yeah, look, I do think it will be at some stage, whenever that stage comes. Yeah, obviously the last, in terms of my own coaching, I've been involved in Australia and been aligned with the Stars women's team that ran alongside in the BBL alongside the men's setup there. So it does work. I think it is again another opportunity to showcase the female game and give playing opportunities. So I do think at some stage that will happen. I don't know at what stage that will happen, but I do think it would be a really good idea because I've seen how successful it was in Australia. I think India has started to sort of follow suit. They haven't aligned them specifically to teams or franchises at the moment, but they do run a sort of female version of it. And again, what you're seeing now in the 100 ball in the UK, again with male and female teams aligned to those particular franchises. So look, I do think it would be a good opportunity to as a next development stage, but when that happens, I'm not sure.
Ji, Abbas Bhai.
Hello, David.
Hello, Abbas.
Have you identified loopholes in the team and how you are going to address them?
So in the West Indies team or in our team?
In Pakistan.
In Pakistan, yeah. I think coming back from that South African tour, and since then, we've looked at obviously across all the skill sets. So that batting, bowling, and fielding, where we did well, and areas that we were competitive, and areas that we fell short. So we've obviously looked at those in greater detail, and that's been a sort of driving force behind the camps that we've had and the areas that we've identified in terms of what we've been working on. The other one, as I mentioned, was the fitness, and that was a key, I guess, a key decision for us when we came back. Drika Simon, the full-time S&C, was taken on board as the lead S&C across male and female programs, and he's obviously linked with us. And that was, again, in his view, seeing us in South Africa the first time, it was obvious that was an area that we were short on, and we didn't match up to South Africa. So that was not that it matters about who you match up to, but if you're looking at how do we get better in benchmarking with the best teams, we want to be able to do that. But from our own perspective, certainly our sideways movement and our agility was under what we felt was necessary to be able to compete at the top level. So that's been a focus for the last sort of four months, coupled with those key areas across those skill sets that we felt we were just short in the last international series that we played.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, David. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending the press conference. Just to give you an update, we have received the results of the COVID test, and thankfully all have tested negative. Tonight at 2:30 a.m., we'll be departing to Antigua via London. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck, SN. Good luck, coach. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Thanks for your time.